Resource known as the Obsessive Gamer. O.C.G. back playing more Assassin's Creed Shadows. Issues. Slip-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
This place is hostile.
You will fall.俺の定めは知っておる。
They'll raise the alarm if they see me.
Well, that'll do.
I just saw something.
Best do a thorough search. You won't cure me! Ready for you!
No, it's fine. No big deal. Always happy to have you around. Understand life is, life is. No, I totally get it. I think this is my favorite outfit for Nawe in the game thus far. I love the blue, the cloak with the hood, the cape. Yeah, well, I have to see where her story ends first. I don't know how they're going to end her story. It could be conclusively ended, but yeah, it would be great. They don't really like returning to older assassins or past assassins. It seems though, besides Ezio, honestly. And Altair kinda, but not really, because he only appeared a bit in another game. He only had one major starring game. I'm good either way. I understand why they did that, so that everybody could be included. You could be a male protagonist or female game.
It'll be less trouble if I stay out of sight.
Oh, come on, dog. Whatever.
I'll be sore tomorrow.
I'm also looking forward to the expansion for this. It's going to be here, O.C.G Island, and it's going to give Naue a new weapon type, bow staff. And honestly, that just sounds fucking sick. A bow staff is like a classic Japanese weapon, and I kind of like the staff in other games anyway. So knowing how great and fast and fluid the combat is in this game, thinking of Naue with the fucking bow stick, sounds pretty fucking awesome. Plus, it's an entirely new weapon tree, you know what I mean? All new skills. So... And they said at least 10 hours. Probably more if you want to do everything, so it's a sizable expansion. And then it's looking like they're probably going to do a second expansion over here. Because this is a famous battlefield over here. I think it's called Sekotsu or something like that. And it's like right there on the map, and there's like a chunk showing. So it seems like those are probably going to be where they put DLC. They also said that the DLC, it's called the Claws of O.C.G, are going to be, it's going to be more horror themed. Like, it's going to be a dark and spooky island. And that sounds cool to me. Yeah, I hope so too. It'd be weird if we just got one, you know? And they just recently, they released a patch a few days ago. And they, when they released the patch, they said that this is just the start. So, like Ubisoft themselves is saying that they're planning to keep doing this game for the foreseeable future. So, odds are good. Ah, shit. Oh, oh well, not a big deal. Plus, honestly, the door is wide open. This is a very busy time in Japanese history, with lots of conquests and shit going on. And I looked it up, and on like the map of Japan, this game's chunk is like squarely in the middle. It's like a middle chunk. So honestly, they could do with both DLC and sequels, they could do so much more with Japan. Like, they're only exploring like one chunk of Japan, which I know why they did that. It's because people thought the Valhalla was too big. So like, okay, we'll focus on one chunk of land then. So, but I'm saying the door is wide open for them to go up and do, you know, Hokkaido, go down, you know, fucking go to Edo. Like, so the potential is there for them to do a lot more with this. Both with the period of time and with the landmass. So, and with them saying that they intend, all these updates are just the start of their support. Odds are good, but, you know, nothing's guaranteed till it's guaranteed, so we'll have to see, but hopefully, yeah. I think this is definitely one of the better Assassin's Creed games. I'm not sure where I place this in my ranking of the series because I need to finish it, you know? And I put hundreds of hours in Odyssey, Origins, and Valhalla, but I definitely would put this in the top 5 already. And who knows, it could even get better. Like I said, they've been adding features that people wanted. They added the ability for horses to follow roads. So it seems like they're willing to add new features. So if they keep adding new features and building, this game can only get better. My biggest thing for this game and what I want more than anything is the ability to meditate. You know, the day and night cycles in this game are really long, longer than I think any other Assassin's Creed game, and that's fine, but if I want to pass the time to day or night, I should be able to do so. Origins let you, Odyssey let you, Valhalla let you, Mirage let you, so I really hope they add in the ability to meditate. But that's, you know, that's not like a deal breaker, it's just something I hope they add. Fucking archers. It's always archers, man. Aw, he's still, whatever. I'm fine dying. In this game, when I die, I don't usually feel frustrated. It's like, I failed. It doesn't feel cheap. And honestly, like, I like this game so much that I just like the basic activities. Like, I could spend hours, and I have spent hours, just clearing out castles and shit. Yes! Thank you! Yeah, the fucking red flash, like, I get they're trying to make it stylistic, but I don't like that. It should, at the very least, be a toggle for people who want it off. Just for accessibility. Yeah. Plus, it can honestly just make it hard to read what you're doing. And you don't, like, I understand the appreciation, like, having an aesthetic, but not if it actually makes it harder to play the game. And like I said, it's a minor thing, but yeah, definitely.
Practice makes perfect.
My biggest... Yeah, exactly. My biggest problem with this game is the removal of mountain climbing. To me, that is just fucking absurd. Origins added mountain climbing, which made sense because how mountainous Egypt is, and all the other games kept them, and it worked. And this game, honestly, due to the nature of Japan, probably has the most mountainous game map in the series, and they took away your ability to climb on mountains except at pre-described points. I fucking hate that. And it makes no sense. It's like you had a perfectly good system for climbing mountains that's worked perfectly the last 3 games, and then you make the most mountainous game in the series and you take away the mountain climbing. What the fuck? And sometimes getting up and down mountains is really frustrating. And it does feel like a step backwards. And it's so weird because, like, yeah. And it's so weird because, I would say parkour-wise, like, in the rest of the parkour, this is probably the best Assassin's Creed game. All the fluidity, the animations, the motions, the little tricks you can do, the grappling hook. I would say this probably has the best parkour of any of the games, except for the mountain climbing. That's the only part where it feels like the movement is taking a step back. And I saw some people trying to get onto them for the yellow paint. Dude, you need the yellow paint. How else am I supposed to tell the one part on the mountain they think I should be able to climb? Maybe if you could climb the whole mountain, there'd be no need for the yellow paint, but, you know. As it is, no, don't turn it off. Then I would have no clue. Like, it needs to be there. You know, and that's one of the things I don't think they can fix. Well, now without a huge amount of work. You know, there's plenty of things in this game, like meditation and nitpicks like that, that I'm sure they could fix with patches, but I don't know how they would add mountain climbing to this game without radically overhauling virtually all the mountains in the game, because they would then need to be calculated and added handholds and shit like that and redesigned. So, unfortunately, that's one of the problems that I don't think can be patched without a massive fucking overhaul that I don't think they're probably going to do. You know, what I do think they can do, and what they should do, is even if they can't make all of the mountains climbable, yeah, even if they can't make all the mountains climbable, at the very least, they should add more climbable paths to each mountain. That's doable, and it would make it less frustrating. There are times when it feels like the only way to get up the mountain is one way. So trying to approach the map from any other way but the way they wanted you to go up is exercise of frustration. And this is an open world where you are supposed to be able to approach the objective from any angle. Yeah, that's fair. That can work too. And still, it's the same thing in principle, you know what I mean? More climbing points. You know, and like I said, redesigning all the mountains to be climbable is the ideal solution, but I just don't think it's feasible, but adding more paths, totally doable. And less frustrating, you know? And it would just that alone, like, instead of just, oh, you can go one path up the mountain, if you added 4 paths on each side, boom. It may not be able to climb the whole mountain anywhere I want to, but now I can approach it from any angle, and I'm not feeling frustrated because I didn't take the road that the game wanted me to take to get up the mountain. And it wouldn't be such a big deal if there weren't so many mountains. Like, 90% of this map is fucking mountainous. Which, like I said, it's a, you know, it's not a deal breaker. It never got to the point where it made me dislike the game, but it is something, you know, to point out. And probably, if I had to pick it, probably my single greatest flaw with this game. Yeah, the sliding is great, but it's really inconsistent. You know, that's also something they can improve. Yeah, hills. Like, I think they can improve that really easily. If you're running down a mountain and you hold the circle button, you slide and you keep sliding until you let go of the button or you stop being on uneven terrain. That would be perfect. You know, and if they did that, that would be great. Because then you could just slide down and it wouldn't be a problem. And in fact, if they combined that, right, with adding more climbing points, it would make it virtually a non-issue. You could have like 4 paths to climb up the mountains, and then just slide your fucking ass down. And it would makes total sense with her being a fucking ninja. You know what I mean? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go by the ornament vendor. And it totally, like, it fits in with the theme of being a ninja. Sliding down, it's something a ninja would do.
You have made the right.
I also hope, either with DLC or just an update, that they make the hideout bigger. It might get bigger later on, I don't know, but I love the hideout building in this game a lot. To the point where I just want more. Yeah, I mean, I would totally be down for that, because paragliders and gliders in general are kind of in for game expansions, right? And it's kind of funny because if you actually pay attention, Assassin's Creed was kind of ahead of the curve. Brotherhood added in the fucking parachutes. It was not the same thing as a glider. And it was limited use, like you had to buy them, but it had gliding essentially in 2010. So actually Brotherhood was kind of ahead of the curve with the gliders. To then no. To then abandon it when gliders became big. So I could totally see them adding like a glider. And that will also help. You know, with the mountains. Because in the cities, it wouldn't get rid of the parkour. You know? Because the cities don't go very high. You know, the cities, Asian cities are clustered. So you'd still have to parkour the buildings, but in the mountains, a glider would only make the game better, if you ask me. And that's another solution. Instead of sliding down, just glide down, and boom. I don't have to sit there and try to hop and roll and skip my way down the mountain. But once again, that would require a vast overhaul and adding a massive new mechanic to the game. But, I mean, they've added a shit like that before. So, you know, I mean, it's not never.
I'm sorry.
And honestly, I think they're taking fan feedback. Yeah. They're definitely taking fan feedback into account with adding the horse trails and stuff. And I think their focus now is refining the game. People were frequently lambasted Assassin's Creed games for being unfinished at launch. And some of them are. None of them have ever been broken or cyberpunk levels bad, but they have been, admittedly. There has been a few Assassin's Creed games that have launched unfinished and needed more polish. So with this being the start of a new era for Assassin's Creed, because it really is, this feels like the start of a whole new era, you know, like Origins felt like the start of a new era, this feels like a new one. And with the Ubisoft getting so dragged, and the reason why they delayed it is because they wanted to make absolutely sure this game is good. And it is, or polished. It is very polished. I've had only a few minor glitches, and nothing that I would say that. So this is, yes. You know, so they took the right focus of making sure the game is polished, and I think now that the game is released and it's in a good technical state, now they can focus on adding features and refining. So they had to make, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, if they decide to stick with it, I don't know. But with Ubisoft being in the dire straits that it is, and with the reaction to Shadows being so tepid and vitriolic, who can say? I mean, I love it, you love it, but the community in general... this might be the most hated Assassin's Creed game, unfortunately. So, who knows if Ubisoft's going to continue to support this game, you know? Or if they even can, with the situation. Is it possible Ubisoft could shut down? Hopefully it won't come to that, but it is a real possibility. I hope not. And despite the vitriolic reaction to this game, I heard the numbers were really good. I heard that it had one of the best openings of any Assassin's Creed game. Some of those were playing through Ubisoft Premium, but even those people were still paying for the subscription, probably just for Shadows. So sales-wise, it seems this game has done pretty well. Like, they said that it was in line with Odyssey, and Odyssey did really well. So and I think most of the people that give this game a chance actually really like it. Most of the people I've talked about who are hating on this game haven't played it. And even people who didn't think they were going to like it, you know, like Max, he wasn't excited for Assassin's Creed because he hates anything woke. And I mean, I'm not going to lie, I do too. And he was afraid when they first started like showing Yosuke they were going to make it woke. And so he wasn't that excited for it. But after seeing me play this game, because he's watched me play several hours of this, he now says he likes this game and that it does look like one of the better Assassin's Creed games. So he was predisposed to fucking hate this game, and after seeing the gameplay, totally changed his mind. And most of the people I've seen playing this game have done that, where they're like, well, I wasn't like it, but then when I played it, it's really good. So most of the people that I've seen give this game a chance have actually really liked it. It's just people who are just so close-minded they won't even fucking try it. And this game actually exceeded my expectations. I actually thought it would be good, because I generally like more Ubisoft games than I don't, like we discussed, but I liked it more than I thought I would. And I've actually found myself addicted to building the hideout, raiding castles, doing settlements, and stuff like that. And I probably actually will end up getting the platinum for this game, as it's pretty doable, and I like the game so much, so... Yeah, I mean, I see it on both ends. Okay, because you have to admit, we do have a lot of games that virtue signal and have woke shit in it just to do that and pander to the audience. That is not just an entirely boogeyman. There is a lot of shit that does that, and we've gotten a lot of awful games from that shit. But at the same time, somebody sees a black character in a game now and just automatically assumes it's woke. So we need to find somewhere in the middle, because, you know, there have been a lot of games that were just virtue signaling, pandering garbage. And you know that. You know, but not every fucking game with an ethnic character is woke either. So, you know, like, the extreme on both ends, once again, bothers me. It's not, you know what I mean? So, and I pretty much, I will give most things the benefit of the doubt. And if it's pandering garbage, I won't like it. And if it's not, I will. And I can honestly say that I have never felt like this game is preachy or soapboxy with Yosuke. Ever. And Yosuke does not feel like a black character. He feels like a character that happens to be black, which is exactly the way that a black character should be approached. You should never make a character in a game, or a movie, or a show with the intention of them being the black character. That is terrible fucking writing. You can have characters that are black, but they should be characters that happen to be black. You see what I'm saying? You should never make a character where race is the defining aspect of their character. Any race. That's shitty fucking writing. Any way you slice it. Yeah, it's not really woke. I don't really think it's woke. It's not my cup of tea, as I've described to you. I'm not really a fan of that type of game, but from what I have seen, it doesn't seem woke. think she wasn't even gay, by the way. She wasn't even fucking gay. She was bi. She had a husband that she loved. If anything, she was into, like, the group shit. Because she said her husband and her fucked that chick. But yeah, I saw the same shit. I'm just saying, like, it's factually inaccurate. She wasn't even gay. And she had some of the best plot lines in the game, so fuck them. You really, really, really felt her grief over losing her family. And her raw anger and devastation that her whole legacy was fucking wiped out. Then again, I liked all the companions. The Archer, the, you know, like, all of the companion stories in Ghost of Tsushima were good, and I enjoyed doing all of them, so. There was a lot more loot in that castle, but... yeah... I don't really think that that's super woke. I just think that that was just kind of weird and not needed. I don't really care one or the other. I almost wonder why they even put that in the game, though. You know what I mean? But who fucking cares? I really like the Dead Space remake. Yeah, and you know what? The terrible thing about that is that Cyberpunk was in the unfortunate position of getting shit on by both sides. People said it was woke because of Claire as a character and shit on it. But then the actual woke audience hated on Cyberpunk because of the mix-it-up ads, not understanding that they weren't trying to say, "Oh, we don't view trans people as people." They were literally showing, how the corporations exploit people and personalities. Ah, fuck you. Come on. Come on. This could be so sick. Well, I don't think games should represent everybody in every game. I get what you're saying. But in general, you can't and you shouldn't make something to appeal to everyone. And that's where we get new properties that fucking suck, where they'll revive an old series and ruin it because they'll think, well, this has to be for everybody. But I get what you're saying. My issue is how they do it. Whenever they try to include characters, they do it in the most fucking underhanded and shitty fucking sophomore way. That's my problem. Like I said, when they do a black character these days, they're a black character. That's their whole role in the story. That's their whole identity. When they do a trans character in a movie, them being trans is their whole fucking identity. And it's sophomoric. They don't make characters that happen to be black. They don't make characters that happen to be gay. They don't make characters, you know, and I detest that in every fucking way. It's sophomoric writing, and it's fucking lazy. So, you know, it's not my problem isn't really that they're including these people. They're doing it in the wrong fucking way. You know, or like, okay, so for example, let's take this. Hunter Schafer versus Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner fucking sucks. Caitlyn Jenner makes their entire personality about their transness, even to the detriment of they're talking about their accomplishments as an Olympic athlete, which in my opinion is a lot more of a cool feature of their character. Anybody can be trans, no offense. Not everybody can win a fucking gold medal, but I digress. Hunter Schafer is trans. They don't mention it. They're just an actor that happens to be trans. They don't make it the fucking focal point of their career. They don't have to play trans in every role. And I have a lot of respect for Hunter Schafer for that. And they even said, she's like, I'm just a person that happens to be trans, not a trans actor. So... Oh shit, that was a perfect dodge. Wow.
Bring me more soldiers.
Oh, fuck, you know what? Actually, it doesn't matter. They rang the alarm, but the season's about to end next time Fast Travel, so it's about to disappear. What's up, brah? Ah, shit. I need to get out of the corner. Oh, fuck! Man, I was doing so good, dude. Shit! Like, I was in the fucking zone and then fucking arrow, bitch. Oh well, shit happens. Oh hey, I found a refill rations. Okay, now they're definitely fucked. Da 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 da. I'll make sure I get all the treasure before the season changes, so I can pull in the biggest haul possible. Fuck your armor, bitch! You know what? Doesn't matter. They ring the bell. Like I said, as soon as that fast travel season will end and we'll reset, so fuck them. Shit. Oh, you got kunai, motherfucker! Eat a dick! Like, okay, and what I was trying to say earlier, Rose, it's like, oh, did you leave? And they may have had to go. Oh well.
Got away.
Shit. Shit.
Search the area.
Alright. Hope you have a great day. I'll be on here if you're up later. Fucking SSA that goes away.
A pleasure to see you again, my child.
I remembered your lesson, Master Rikyu.
Yes, we meet as equals, as we are all equal under heaven.
I owe you a proper introduction. My name is Naoi. What brings you to Kyoto?
I am advising a friend who is building a tea house. It has turned out to be a larger undertaking than first assumed. But the potential for wabi in this space is particularly enticing to me.
Wabi? The poverty of the space?
Yes, humility, simplicity, almost unfinished. You see?
I do see a very humble and simple space before me.
Well, perhaps a touch too unfinished, at any rate.
Your knowledge of tea surely extends to tea houses.
Tell me, did Sokyu appreciate the gift of the Shutokoreru?
When he heard it came from you, he promised to repay you for your act of generosity.
Is that so?
You were very kind to help me, Master Rikyu.
Then I have a favor to ask in return. A tea house is not complete without tea bowls. Would you find me some on your travels?
Where do you suggest I find them?
Even the smallest village shop may hide a great treasure. Bring me back whatever you find.
I will. One less obstacle in my path. All right. Here died the great fool of Owari, a victim of his own ambition. Please have a... This tea bowl looks rustic.
The other day, I came across a beautiful bowl, repaired in the kintsugi fashion.
I know, Kintsugi. My father's Tsujibue was repaired this way.
So you know the damage is not treated as something to conceal, but rather as part of an object's story.
The imperfection makes it even more beautiful. It has a past.
And becomes all the more profound. Have you anything more for me to look at?
Not at the moment.
Come back when you have found any that would intrigue me. Think simple and refined. That is what I seek.
I should stay hidden here. I have a... Come back soon!
This tea bowl. The rough edges are beautiful.
Careful. This place is on alert.
What now?
Nuts.
What's out there?
Well, that worked out.
I'll show you the might of a warrior monster.
How brash.
I saw movement. Who regrets challenging me?
Get away with that!
That was a close one. Let me know if you require anything. Please visit again. This tea.
And I'm gonna end this part here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it.